It's Graham here, living the dream on the 1st of August 2023, and I hope you can hear me over the wind noise. It's the Canary Islands, guys, and it is always windy here, and behind me is the H10 White Suites here in Playa Blanca, Lanzarote. It is Tuesday, and Fiona and I have been here since last Thursday evening. If you've been watching the other videos from our Lazing and Lanzarote 2.0 mini-series here on the channel, you would be seeing what we've been getting up to while here in Playa Blanca, Lanzarote. But today is our ever-popular hotel and room tour, and that's what I'm going to do right now. Is I'm going to take you on a tour of the H10 White Suites here in Playa Blanca, Lanzarote. Hi, I'm Graham, and this is my wife Fiona, and we have always had a work hard, play hard philosophy. From London to New York, and of course the Caribbean, we live our dream through travel. And of course, the odd cocktail. And here on YouTube, we create our memories while living our dream. So come and join us as we share our memories with you. The H10 White Suites is a pretty typical hotel design in this part of the world. You might even refer to it as a boutique hotel. In the main, a two-storey building surrounding a courtyard, which you will see shortly is home to the swimming pools. And as you can see, I'm approaching the entrance, and this is where you'll be dropped off by your taxi or hotel transfer from the airport. Entering the main hotel area of the H10 White Suites, or what the Americans would refer to as the foyer. On the right, you will find the main reception desk, and on the left, you will find some comfy seats. When Fiona and I arrived just after 10 PM on Thursday night, we were greeted by the incredibly friendly H10 reception staff here at the White Suites, and we were offered a lovely cold glass of cava. A very welcome start to our 10-night vacation. Okay, back to Tuesday, the 1st of August 2023, and the hotel tour. Just across from the reception desk in the lobby is the hotel bar. And in this hotel lobby bar, there is a bookshelf, which basically means you can loan books to read during your stay. And it is also very welcomed if you leave books behind here as well when you've finished with them. And as we leave the lobby bar, I should explain that it is open to midnight every night. And here we're passing the extremely clean and well looked after lobby area toilets. And this, guys, is the H10's one and only restaurant. Right, guys, as I edit this video, I'm going to break in every so often to provide you with a little bit more information. As most of you know, I am very respectful of other hotel guests when I'm doing these hotel and room reviews. The single restaurant at the H10 White Suites in Playa Blanca was always very busy, and therefore it was very hard for me to take any video footage. What I want to be absolutely clear about, the single restaurant at the H10 is buffet only. It's buffet for breakfast, buffet for lunch, and buffet for dinner. And Fiona and I didn't eat there at all other than breakfast. What I will say about the breakfast is it's not too bad. It's very crowded. There's not a lot of space to move around, and the food, while generally okay, is quite cold. Staying on the subject of the food being cold in the buffet restaurant, Fiona and I did go into it once for lunch. It looked pretty good. We got our food, we went back to our table, and guys, it was blooming cold. I don't know why the hotel had such a problem keeping their food warm. We spoke to the Jet2 on-site agents, and they tried to tell us that Spanish prefer their food a bit colder than we do here in the UK. I'm not convinced about that, because when we were out eating in the restaurants of the Rubicon and also Playa Blanca itself, we had absolutely no problem with the food that was delivered to our table in any of the restaurants. I just think the H10 had a real problem keeping food warm under those heat lamps that they have in the buffet restaurant. At night, Fiona and I did try the restaurant once, but we found it was full of fish. I don't eat fish. I can't eat fish, in fact. Fiona's not a great fish eater. In fact, probably the UK is not a great nation of fish eaters. Other choices were, there seemed to be lots and lots of rabbit available. Again, not something we eat a terrible lot of here in the UK. and there were some other meats like pork, etc., which didn't look that great. Then when you go back and look at the cold food, again, lots and lots of fish. I really think that the H10 were focusing on their Spanish guests rather than an international clientele of mainly Brits, of course. I have to admit, guys, and it's the one area that I am going to criticise the H10 White Sweets on quite hard, is the restaurant was pretty poor. The quality of the food and the availability of the food and offer wasn't that great. As we leave the restaurant behind us, we're heading out into the Courtyard area of the H10 White Sweets here in Playa Blanca. And of course the Courtyard is where you'll find 2 swimming pools, the poolside bar, and all of this is surrounded on 3 sides by hotel rooms in a 2-story complex, and also the outside dining area of the main buffet restaurant we've just discussed. And as I said in the previous video, the grounds here at the H10 White Sweets are very well maintained, and they surround this Courtyard swimming pool area. What you can see here are the H10's 2 small swimming pools. And just in case you're wondering, guys, the pools aren't heated, and as a result, even in July and August, are absolutely freezing cold, kept cool by the constant wind that you will find here in Lanzarote. During our 10 days at the H10 White Sweets in July and August 2023, Fiona and I had absolutely no problem finding loungers in this Courtyard area. And if you want a lounger by the pool, I'm afraid, guys, you're going to have to get up super early. But as we leave the pool area for a minute, straight ahead of you is the H10 Spa, which, if you watch my hotel and room tours on a regular basis, you will know I never visited. Right behind me is the on-site spa here at the H10 White Sweets in Playa Blanca, Lanzarote, and then where we're heading now is the rooms that will be classified as not poolside rooms. I'll get back to our room a little bit later on. I believe they're all pretty well the same, but these are the non-poolside rooms. The hotel rooms that surround the pool area and therefore the courtyard are called pool view rooms. However, be warned, guys, because not all pool view rooms have a view of the pool. And despite paying for a pool view room, we clearly didn't get one, which you will see a little bit later on in this episode. But these rooms to the back of the hotel are absolutely, definitely, 100% not pool view rooms. When I do the room review of our room, which is room 123 here at the H10 White Sweets, you will hear me talk about, is our room really a pool view room or not? A question that, bearing in mind that we paid extra for it, but these rooms are without a doubt most definitely not pool view rooms, and I'm guessing that it would have been one of these rooms that you would get if you don't book a poolside room here at the H10. Next to the spa here at the H10 White Sweets, there is a little bit of a building site going on. This is where they're constructing an a la carte restaurant. We often asked the hotel staff when this restaurant was due to open. However, they all smiled politely and shrugged their shoulders. Clearly, the construction of the H10 White Sweets a la carte restaurant is running on mañana time. Anyway, back to the pool area. We're now approaching the poolside bar. I can't remember, guys, but I think it opened somewhere between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. every morning, where snacks and drinking water, both still and sparkling, were available on a self-service basis. And then there was the bar. Right, guys, I'm going to break into the video again and talk about the bar here at the H10 White Sweets. Both alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages were available from, as I say, somewhere between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. until midnight every day. The choice of alcohol was really good. It was all top shelf and actually surprised me. In fact, if we open the mini bar here in the kitchen of our own house, here on the bottom shelf, you will see my favorite beer, which of course is Estrella from Barcelona. So as you can imagine, guys, I was extremely pleasantly surprised when Estrella was the beer available on draft at the H10 White Sweets. I was very happy. Freezing cold cava was also plentiful and available all the time. And when it came to hard liquor and top shelf whiskies and bourbons, vodkas and gins, they were all available, guys. There was absolutely no problem. The measures were fantastic. And the one thing that I do want to repeat myself, I know I'm saying this time and time again throughout my videos, the staff at the H10 White Suites in Playa Blanca were absolutely superb. They were friendly, they were efficient, and they just did a fantastic job at looking after their guests. Fiona and I ate at the poolside snack bar every day except 2 during our 10 days at the H10 White Suites. The food on offer was your typical bar snacks, burgers, wraps, finger food like onion rings and chicken wings, and a Caesar salad if you wanted to be a little bit more healthy. Again, the service at the poolside snack bar here at the H10 was pretty good, but I do want to say this again, the quality of the food wasn't that good. The meat that they used in their burgers was of the lowest quality, and the chicken was always processed chicken, so not very healthy. But as you can see, the pool bar is where there was entertainment most afternoons, mostly in the form of singers or a DJ, and this is where you would also find the evening entertainment. But because Fiona and I went out to eat every night, we really didn't see much of the evening entertainment, so I'm afraid guys, I can't comment on it. Right, back to the tour and leaving the poolside bar, we're back to the pool area and the courtyard at the H10 White Suite. And straight ahead of you, you will see this raised area. Fiona and I ventured up here once on day 1, where we found a couple of loungers and a jacuzzi. But to be quite honest guys, that is it for the pool area. And it was at the back of the raised structure where you found the jacuzzi and those couple of loungers where you would find Fiona and I most days during our 10 days at the H10 White Suite. And the little covered pergola that you can see is where couples could arrange private meals in the evening and where some events like yoga took place in the mornings. Right as I take a walk towards our room where I'll be doing a room tour of room 123, I do want to discuss the lounger situation. As I said at the beginning of this episode, Fiona and I had no problems finding 2 loungers to lie under the hot Canary sunshine during our 10 days in July and August 2023. We were told during check-in that if we left our loungers for more than 20 or 30 minutes, the poolside team would remove our towels and leave the loungers open for other guests. But to be quite honest guys, this was never policed during our time. And the truth of the story is, it didn't need to be policed, because in our opinion, there were plenty of loungers for everyone. But the only criticism that I have regarding the poolside loungers was that we were crammed in like sardines. Hell mend you if you want to put your umbrella up for some shade when the stranger lying next to you wants to get some sun. And let me tell you guys, there was plenty of very serious sunbathers when we were at the H10 White Suites in July and August 2023. Some even had set timers for 20 minutes. Their alarm would go off and they would turn over for what clearly must have been a very important all-over tan. Seriously, I wish some people would get a life. Anyway, let's get back on topic. I'm now heading towards our hotel room, which was room number 123. And you accessed your room from the rear. So in the case of Fiona and I, that meant walking through a small tunnel and around the back car park to find our room. Okay guys, I'm standing outside room 123. How hard is that to forget? 123, which has been Fiona's and my home during our vacation here at the H10 White Suites in Lanzarote in Playa Blanca, in fact. So you all know that I have got a bone about 1970s style magnetic key room cards. Well, not here at the H10 White Suites. It is in RFID. Just hold it and we're in. Okay, coming through the front door, we enter the bedroom. And very unusual for a European hotel room, it is one super king size, or as the Americans would call, California king size bed. It actually, guys, is 2 single beds that have been put together with a very nice mattress on top, making it a beautiful big king size bed, and it is super comfortable. Very hard, very common here in Europe to have a hard bed. Really enjoying it and getting a great night's sleep. As you can see, there is a TV on the wall We don't watch TV when we're on holiday, and I've got no idea what channels you get. No doubt it's probably the usual. You get a bunch of Spanish channels, you might get Sky News from the UK, you might get CNN from the US, but that's it. So nightstands, both sides of the bed. You have a standard 220 pin, 2-pin 220 sockets. I plugged in, we both plugged in the 4-port USB chargers there because coming on holiday with a lot of devices from iPads to iPhones to Apple Watches, etc. Yeah, you need plenty of charging ports. Now you also have an air conditioning unit up here in the wall, and it is it's supposed to be set at about 17 degrees. To be honest, guys, it's really hovering around 20-21 degrees. It has been a little bit of an issue for us. We've asked them to come and see if they can turn it down, make it colder, but it is set the way it is, and it's been okay. All right, as we leave the bedroom into this little tiny corridor, the first room we have here on the right is the bathroom, and as you can see, it is a smoked glass, opaque glass even door, very modern, and you do enter a very modern bathroom. Got a shaving mirror up here in the wall. You've got soaps. You've got a hairdryer, mirror. As you can see, my ugly face there. Really modern sink, which is really nice. Toilet and a walk-in shower. Now the shower is, as you can see, there's the main rainfall shower, and there is the handle-based shower. The shower, guys, is really good. No issues at all. Plenty of hot water, plenty of pressure, and it is absolutely fine. Lovely tiles on the wall. Again, that wall, this wall is different. What else do you need? Floor tiled. It's absolutely great. What else do you need in a bathroom? It's not massive, but it's clean. Towels will be changed every day if you want them. You just dump them on the floor, and the fantastic staff here at the H10 White Suites will take all of your towels away and will provide you with new towels. It's been absolutely brilliant. Back out in the little corridor, the next room, in fact the last room to take you to, is the living area. And as you can see, really this is one, they call it White Suite, so I'm guessing they describe this as a suite, bedroom, bathroom and a separate living area. This couch does turn down into a couch bed. Americans would call it a Murphy bed, I think. Basically a put-up bed is something we describe it in the UK. Don't know why you'd want to do that. Normally you would do that if you had kids. This is an adults-only resort, so you're not going to have your little cherubs here while on vacation at the H10 White Suites. Again, another TV on the wall and a great little desk and sitting area here, and a little table. So again, coming around the other side, we have got two wardrobes. First one's just hanging space, some clothes and some drawers. Not a lot of drawer space, but again, we find that quite common in hotel rooms wherever we are. Coffee making facilities here, and above me is again a separate air conditioning unit. This one is set at 17 degrees for us and is making this room very comfortable. And down here we have a safe and minibar. Now again, unlike most European all-inclusive resorts that we've visited in, the safe, you don't have to pay any extra for the safe here at the H10 White Suites. It's just available like any other safe. Put in your key code and away you go. There also is a minibar. We bought some orange juice and some chocolate. You get that supplied with beer and soft drinks on arrival. I think you can get it refilled, and they say that could come with a cost. We don't bother with the minibar, guys, so we don't really care. It is working and it's absolutely fine, and yeah, it's okay. And here you have another wardrobe with plenty of hang space. Now this is something that we haven't seen again in a European all-inclusive, and that is bathrobes. Yeah, guys, you do get bathrobes. There was two bathrobes hanging up. Fiona said it was quite tight on her. That means it's going to be impossibly tight on me. But as I say, I didn't get to be this shape without enjoying what these sort of resorts have to offer. Say another TV in the wall, we've not tried it, and again a working desk here. Now let's talk about the Wi-Fi. You get free Wi-Fi included at this hotel. It's really good. It's absolutely fine for what you want to use it for. We have connected again. It's not limited by device numbers. You know, I've got my laptop, my iPad, my iPhone. Fiona's got her iPad, her iPhone, all connected to it, and it's been working really good. I've done plenty of Teams calls, not a problem at all. WhatsApp calls, again, not a problem at all. Now, there is one slight issue with the Wi-Fi. I've been having some issues on my iPhone when out and about in the pool area. The phone has been coming up with some trust issues with the Wi-Fi. Again, like any Wi-Fi, I would always recommend you to use a VPN service. On my laptop, I've got AVG. On my phones and iPad, I use Surfshark. This is not sponsored by those guys in any way, but I use those to protect myself against any unauthorized hacking when on a public network like here in the hotel. And again, it works absolutely fine, and I have had no issues accessing the Wi-Fi. The one thing I do want to say, here in Playa Blanca, there is got great 5G. So really, when I'm out and about in the hotel, because I've got a pan-European roaming contract on my Vodafone contract on my iPhone, it works absolutely fine. Really good 5G service here in Playa Blanca. So really, we don't need the Wi-Fi here in the hotel. I do on the laptop when I'm doing a little bit of work in the afternoons, but for the rest of the vacation, my iPhone's just literally on 5G, and it works really good. So that's it, guys, from the living area here. Say the little couch, table, hanging space, wardrobes, mini bar, safe, coffee making machine. Do you know, it's a really good room, and I think Fiona and I are ecstatic about it. We think it is perfect for your vacation here at the H10 Whites Suites in Playa Blanca, Lanzarote. Last but not least, I'm going to take you out the front here. Again, you've got a patio door. Just pull the handle up and you're out. So standard in all of the rooms, they all seem to be the same, is you have this one single lounger, and you have two chairs with a small coffee table type thing, and across here you do have clothes hanging to do some drying from your beach clothes. Other than that, there's a really nice little grass area here in front of the room, and it's absolutely fine for what you would need during your stay in this type of resort. The only thing that I want to say about this veranda is when we booked this all-inclusive package deal through jet2holidays.com or jet2.com, their holidays division, whatever it's called, we did book and request a pool view room. I'm not sure, I think it's a bit of a stretch calling this a pool view, and yeah, that's probably the only thing. I'm not sure really how they can call this a pool view, but we haven't complained because actually the room is super good. It's a fantastic room, and actually being able to walk out here onto the paths is fine for Fiona and I, and we don't want to make a big deal about it. So a pool view room, yeah, I would say that's definitely questionable. So as I finish editing this hotel and room tour at the H10 White Suites in Playa Blanca, Lanzarote, I want to wrap up. I want to quickly sum up my thoughts, and I know these are Fiona's thoughts, just over 2 weeks after we got back. The hotel itself is beautiful, guys. It's very well maintained, it's very clean. The staff are absolutely fantastic. Let's be clear, it is not a beach resort. You're about a 10-minute walk from the beach, but Fiona and I aren't beach people, so that is absolutely okay. The drinks available on site were great. In fact, they were beyond our expectations and we were extremely happy. The room, well guys, as you can see, Fiona and I were delighted with the room. It was a great size, it was very modern, very well appointed and very comfortable. The only thing in our opinion that let the H10 White Suites in Lanzarote down, yeah guys, you guessed it, the food on offer. Breakfast was okay, but not great. Lunch was, quite frankly, it was unedible for us, and the same went for dinner. But I do want to make it absolutely clear, guys, Fiona and I had budgeted to go out every night for dinner. We love going out to restaurants, perusing the menu, and then choosing our meal for that night, and then having it served to us with some lovely drinks. We know that we're not going to get that, which we do get at Sandals and many of the Caribbean resorts that we've visited over the years. We don't expect that here at the H10 White Suites in Lanzarote, and neither should you. The big question is, will we be back to the H10 White Suites Lanzarote? Probably not, guys. Given what we paid for the Pico Playa back in February this year, and that was more of a budget hotel, I simply don't believe the H10 is worth the money or the extra money that Jet2 expect you to pay. And in fact, guys, I'm planning to do a budget versus luxury hotel review later on when this Lazing and Lanzarote 2.0 mini-series is finished. So that's it, guys, for my hotel and room tour of the H10 White Suites in Lanzarote. Thank you very much for watching.